ML Sports Take here. It is halftime, 14-10. The Bills lead the Colts in the Super Wildcard Weekend playoff game number one. And of course, this video is brought to you by our great friends at Bryant and Stratton College, Stanley Law Offices, and Welch and Company Jewelers. Visit welchjewelers.com today for the top jewelry around. Shop the showcase at welchjewelers.com. I think the first half, the Bills are leading, but the Colts are playing the way they want. I mean, this is only a 4-point game. We'll see what happens with that fourth down call by Frank Reich that, I was surprised that they went for it up 10-7 once they lost yardage. If it had only been a yard or so, I think maybe you try to punch in it at that point, but I probably still would have taken the 3 points in both circumstances to make it a 6-point game. That way, if the Bills get a touchdown at the end of the half, you're only down 1. Now you're down 4. You need a touchdown to get the lead back. Thought it was a terrible play call, a decision by Frank Reich, and then a terrible play call as well. And then you had Phillip Rivers backpedaling to really what seemed like an open receiver. I mean, if you look at that play, Jordan Poyer goes across the middle, and Matt Milano doesn't know what to do. He's frozen in space, and he actually slows up Poyer. The Bills got away with one there with Milano not reading the play and Phillip Rivers not making a great throw, backpedaling. The Bills, for the most part in the first half, I thought did not look sharp. This is what happens during a week when you haven't played a playoff game in 25 years, when you haven't hosted a game in 25 years, when you're getting talked about all of a sudden, the big target, the big bullseye, Super Bowl talk, Charles Barkley, all the loud people on TV, the noise, Allen, Diggs, record-setting seasons, both league and franchise, and you're playing a team that plays the exact opposite you do. They're running, it's so predictable. The Colts offense is so predictable. There are a million people out there who have forgotten more football than I know. But let's be honest. Did anybody really think that Hines and Taylor aren't going to run the ball and Rivers is going to rely on them in the screen game? And that at some point, they're just going to, surprise you with a player over the middle in zone, a wide receiver like a Pittman or a Hilton. It's so predictable, this offense. And yet the Bills were getting shredded and shredded and shredded. The Bills, horrible decisions across the board. Allen was overthrowing people early. They've been starting inside their 15 or their 10-yard lines. Andre Roberts took a ball out of the end zone where he should have kneeled it down. These are a lot of the things that happen early in a game with the absolute pressure cooker moments when you haven't been there in a long time. The good news is the Bills are doing one huge thing right now to offset all of that as they hopefully adjust in the second half. And I'm sure that McDermott and the coaching staff, they're doing some things right now. Hello, Brian Dable. Please do not run the football 3 straight times while you're inside your own 20. Yeah, that would help too. How about that for an adjustment? Listen, here's the bottom line. Josh Allen and the Bills' red zone offense has been great. Look at the first touchdown. It was a design quarterback run. Allen's eyes are down. He's finding a hole, and then he looks up a little bit, and he sees Dawson Knox wide open. He audibles in his head, throws the ball, boom, touchdown. Look at the last touchdown play. Allen ran in it again, but before that, a design quarterback run. That time, great call by Dable because he saw something in the middle of the field, and Allen gets it down close, and then he runs it in. Again, Allen making plays in the red zone. That's the difference right now for the Bills. All the other stuff, all the other non-sharp plays, the Andre Roberts deal, the jitters in the beginning, the bad field position, the defense not being able to stop the run, a couple of third downs converted by the Colts. All of that stuff has been covered up by the quarterback, and that's what the Bills have been waiting for. A franchise quarterback can cover up mistakes. Breeze, Rodgers, Brady, Manning, Big Ben through the years. When you have a franchise quarterback and you're playing lackluster football, you don't look as prepared, you're not as buttoned up, you're not as sharp. This is what the quarterback can do. Josh Allen's 2 incredible plays in the red zone, or I guess 3 if you count the long run before he scored the last touchdown. That's been the difference for the Bills in overcoming mistakes and not looking sharp. Now it's time to throw the big punch. The Bills get the ball back. They got to take it down and score again. They need to really pressure Rivers. I think Leslie Frazier kept Rivers really comfortable in the first half. It's time to blitz. It's time to get aggressive. It's time to send Milano, send Edmonds, send the house, bring Micah Hyde on those corner blitzes. Don't screw around anymore. anymore. Put the pressure on Quentin Nelson on the blind side, Nelson, and go win this football game. That's what it comes down to. Go adjust, go do it, and put the pressure on the Colts. Get them behind by a couple of scores and make Phillip Rivers try to beat you on third down and long. Mike Lindsley with you here. ML Sports Take. It is 14-10 Buffalo over the Colts at the half. This video brought to you by the Vince Aguirre Consulting Group, Stanley Law Offices, Welch & Company Jewelers, and our great friends at Hides of Liverpool. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.